Carl Jung, a Swiss psychologist, did not directly affirm belief in past lives, but his concept of the collective unconscious includes ideas that may be related to reincarnation. Jung believed that the collective unconscious holds archetypes and common memories of humanity, which can manifest in dreams and visions. Although he did not speak of past lives per se, his theory implies that some of our memories and experiences may have roots in the history of the human race, which can be interpreted as a connection to past lives. Disclaimer: the author of the material is not responsible for the accuracy of the material. The information is provided for information purposes only. We offer you materials about signs that a person could live in past lives. Like Jung, we do not claim that this is the case. Much less do we claim to be true. We just found it interesting. The signs posted below only show the diversity of opinion. That is our purpose. Not just in this place, but in this life. Many of us have experienced moments of déjà vu or unexplained familiarity with people, places, or skills we have never encountered in this life. These sensations are not just coincidences or tricks of the mind, they may be signs that you have lived before. The concept of past lives or reincarnation has existed in various cultures and spiritual beliefs for thousands of years. It is the idea that our souls go through many lives, learning and evolving each time. Although science cannot yet provide concrete proof of reincarnation, many people around the world have experiences that suggest their souls have actually lived before. Today, we're going to look at signs that may indicate that you have lived before. These are not just random feelings or guesses, but real, tangible experiences that many people report. Unexplained fears or phobias. Do you have a fear that doesn't make sense? Perhaps you're afraid of water even though you've never had a bad experience with it, or you get panic attacks at the thought of heights even though you've never fallen. These unexplained fears or phobias may be echoes from a past life. Past lives theory holds that traumatic experiences from previous lives can carry over into our current life. For example, if you drowned in a past life, you may have an unexplained fear of water in this life. Your consciousness does not remember past life experiences, but your soul remembers the trauma, and this manifests as fear or anxiety. These fears often defy logical explanation. You may know that flying is safer than driving a car, but this knowledge does not alleviate your fear of aeroplanes. This is because the fear is not related to your current experience, but to experiences from a past life. Recognizing these fears as possible remnants of past lives can be the first step to overcoming and healing them. Recurring dreams or nightmares. Have you ever had a dream that felt like a memory? Perhaps you dream about a place you've never been or a life quite different from yours. These recurring dreams, especially if they are vivid and detailed, could be glimpses of your past lives. Our subconscious stores many memories that are inaccessible to the conscious mind. When we sleep, the boundaries between the conscious and subconscious mind blur, allowing these hidden memories to surface. If you are constantly dreaming about a certain time, place or situation that you have never experienced in this life, it could be your subconscious mind replaying scenes from a past life. Pay attention to how you feel in these dreams. Do you feel a sense of familiarity or belonging even in unfamiliar surroundings? Do you have knowledge or skills in the dream that you don't have in real life? These can all be signs that you are accessing memories from a past life. Keeping a dream diary can help you notice patterns and recurring themes that may indicate past life experiences. Unexplained skills or knowledge. Have you ever easily learnt a new skill or found yourself knowing things you've never studied? This unexplained knowledge or talent may be a sign that you have lived before. The theory of reincarnation holds that we carry skills and knowledge from past lives into our current life. Think of child prodigies who can perform complex pieces of music without formal training, or people who can speak languages they have never learnt. These abilities that seem to come out of nowhere may actually be skills honed over many lifetimes. You may find that you have an intuitive understanding of a certain subject or an inexplicable aptitude for some craft or skill. This does not mean that you will be an expert in everything you have ever done in a past life. Often these skills or knowledge manifest as a natural inclination or sense of familiarity when you encounter them. You may pick up a paintbrush for the first time and feel that it fits naturally in your hand, or you may start learning a new language and realize that certain words or phrases seem familiar. These experiences may be your skills from past lives manifesting in your current life. Xenoglossia. Xenoglossia is a fascinating and controversial phenomenon where a person can supposedly speak, understand, or write in a language they have never learnt in their current life. Some believe it is strong evidence for the existence of past lives, suggesting that the ability to use an unknown language comes from knowledge carried over from a previous incarnation. For example, if someone who has always spoken only English suddenly becomes fluent in Mandarin Chinese without any prior study or exposure, proponents of xenoglossia might argue that this skill comes from a past life lived in China. However, the concept of xenoglossia is highly controversial and not widely recognized in scientific circles. Critics point out that there are very few documented cases, and those that do exist are often questioned about their validity. Skeptics argue that there may be more mundane explanations for apparent xenoglossia, such as unconscious exposure to language or the reproduction of sounds without true comprehension. While xenoglossia remains a fascinating topic for those interested in reincarnation and unexplained phenomena, it lacks the scientific evidence to be considered proof of past lives. A strong attraction to certain cultures or time periods. Do you feel an inexplicable connection to a particular culture or time period? Maybe you are drawn to ancient Egypt, fascinated by Victorian England, or feel a deep kinship with Native American traditions. This strong attraction may be a sign that you lived in that culture or time period in a past life. Often people describe this attraction as a sense of home. You may find that you easily understand and accept the customs, values, or lifestyles of a culture quite different from your own. You may have dreams or daydreams about living in a certain historical period with vivid details that you can't explain. This is not just a passing interest or curiosity, but a deep emotional connection that feels personal. This attraction often goes beyond mere interest. You may find yourself effortlessly accepting aspects of that culture into your life. Perhaps you are attracted to the food, music, or clothing of a particular culture, or you find comfort in recreating elements of a certain time period in your home. It may be your soul recognizing and longing for familiar elements from a past life. Déjà vu experiences. We've all experienced those strange moments when it feels like we've experienced something before, even though we know it didn't happen. This is called déjà vu, and although it is common, frequent or intense déjà vu can be a sign of surfacing memories of past lives. In the context of past lives, déjà vu can be moments when your current life experience closely matches past life experiences. Your soul recognizes this similarity, creating a sense of familiarity. This can happen with places, situations, or even conversations. You may visit a place for the first time and feel like you know it, or you may meet someone new and feel like you've known them all your life. These déjà vu experiences are often accompanied by a strong emotional component. You may feel a rush of joy, sadness, or even fear that doesn't match the current situation. This emotional reaction may be related to feelings associated with a past life memory. Paying attention to these moments of déjà vu and the emotions they evoke can provide clues about your past lives. Unexplained physical sensations. Our physical bodies can carry imprints from past lives. Birthmarks, recurring physical ailments, or unexplained bodily sensations may be signs of experiences from previous lives. Some believe that the way we died in a past life can leave a mark on our current body. For example, a birthmark on the chest may correspond to a fatal wound in a past life. Chronic pain in a certain area of the body for no apparent physical reason may be related to an injury from a previous life. Some people even report feeling phantom sensations, such as the weight of long hair when they have short hair, or the sensation of wearing clothes from another time. These physical signs are not always negative. You may have a natural ability that seems innate to your body, such as a natural sense of balance or coordination. It could be a skill developed over many lifetimes that has become part of your physical memory. Paying attention to these unexplained physical marks or sensations can provide interesting insights into your possible past lives. Intense connections with certain people. Have you ever met someone and felt an instant deep connection, as if you've known them your whole life, even though you've just met them? This intense unexplained connection may be a sign that you knew this person in a past life. The theory of reincarnation holds that souls often travel together through multiple lives, playing different roles in each other's lives. These connections are not always positive. Sometimes you may meet someone and feel a momentary dislike or tension, again for no logical reason. This too can be a sign of a past life connection, perhaps with someone with whom you had conflict in a previous life. Whether positive or negative, these intense immediate reactions to certain people are often described as soul-level recognitions. These soul connections can take many forms. You may meet your soulmate, someone with whom you feel a deep romantic connection, or you may meet a soulmate, someone who feels like family even though you are not related. Paying attention to these strong connections in your life may be pointers to important relationships from past lives that continue in this life for further growth and learning. Feeling like you don't belong. Do you sometimes feel like you don't quite fit in, like you are out of place in this world or that you are meant for something else? This feeling of not belonging can be a sign that your soul remembers other times and places where it felt more at home. It's not just a sense of difference or uniqueness. Many people who recall past lives describe feeling like they are not in their own time or place. You may feel out of step with modern life, longing for a simpler time or a different way of life, or you may feel a constant pull to a particular place or culture even though you have never been there in this life. Signs of past lives are often subtle and easily dismissed as fads or coincidences, but when we pay attention, when we allow ourselves to consider the possibility that our souls have lived before, these signs can open up a whole new understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. Recognizing these signs in your own life does not mean that you have to fully believe in reincarnation. Instead, think of it as an invitation to explore, to ask questions, to look deeper into your own experiences and feelings.